Shalom. I do want to start off this lesson by saying all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH for giving me the opportunity to do this lesson. I do want to give double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching the truth by using precepts upon precepts and line upon line. My name is RAWCHAA from the Camp of Prophets in Babylon in a branch of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, coming to you with another lesson today. And this lesson is going into prophecy. And there's a lot to talk about, all right, because Russia is getting riled up again. And Russia, did attack NATO by attacking Poland, because Poland is part of the NATO alliance, and basically was testing NATO out. America is basically forcing the NATO nations to fight America, all right, even though America is the cause of the whole war in the first place. And Russia's running out of time, so Russia is basically planning to fight NATO itself. So a lot of things are happening and a lot of prophecies I do want to talk about. But the first one I do want to talk about is this, Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, talk about the NATO nations, these shall hate the whore. The whore is talking about America. And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. All right, so this is talking about who? NATO nation going against America. All right, and right now the reason why I want to talk about this prophecy is because this is getting clearer day by day, because America is forcing these NATO nations to go to war against Russia, for a fight that America caused in the first place. America is the one who's supplying Ukraine to go to war against Russia. America is the one who keep on instigating the war against Russia, putting sanctions. All right, telling other nations to go behind Russia back. Broke many treaties that they had with Russia to not expand NATO near Russia border so Russia could feel safe. They did that multiple times. And what America is doing is causing NATO nation to fight. And that's not fair, because NATO nations never wanted this to happen in the first place. And over time, these NATO nations are going to realize that this fight could have been avoided if America could stop, instigating the fight against Russia, of being so prideful. And these NATO nations, they're going to figure it out sooner or later. They're going to realize that why are we fighting a war that America instigated? Imagine you in a friend group, and you got a friend, let's say he's your friend. He's been your other side. He supported you in any type of way, and he started instigating the fight, and then he throws you in it and he asks you to fight for him. That would be insane. You would hate that. You would hate that friend. Well, he's not even considered your friend anymore. He's your enemy, because why would you start a fight and then try to make me do the punching and swinging? Why would you start doing an argument and you're causing me to? That's basically what America is doing. America is basically trying to actively kill Russia, but sending NATO nations to fight. These NATO nations are gonna hate the whore. They're gonna hate America, because they're gonna realize that America is causing World War III. America is causing all hell breaking loose. Because at the end of the day, this is all America doing. This is not no up. This is all America doing. Who started war with Israel and Iran? America. Who started war with Ukraine and Russia? America. Who's supplying the weapons to those nations so they could continue the war? America. All these NATO nations is going to realize that if they want to stop this war, they got to destroy America. And that's what prophecy is coming up to, where the beast shall hate the whore. And they're going to destroy America desolately. All right, and they're going to what? Make her naked and burn her. They're going to shoot their nukes at America. Even though America told them to shoot nukes at Russia, they're going to shoot right back to America. Because America is the one that's causing this war in the first place. America is the one that's causing the conflict to get worse day by day. All right. And it's already bad enough that Trump, all right, is already threatening the NATO nations that they don't do what they say, they're gonna put sanctions on them. So they got so many reasons to fulfill a prophecy where the beast shall hate the whore. I want to grab another scripture real quick. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse, I forgot which one it is. Let me try to figure out what it was. It's Jeremiah 50. It talks about how the nations are mad. All right, and that's talking figuratively about how they have drunken the wine, but You could use it. You can apply it to here. Well, the other nation is mad at America because that strange philosophy that America been preaching, that peace, wasn't really true. It was just straight, just war tactics and just bloodshed. All right, Esau Edom cannot. He can't live without blood. Edom cannot live without blood. He loves starting war. That's like his wet dreams, going to conflict every single day. But I want to find it where it is. I know it's in Jeremiah 51, not 51, 50. It says what? Hold on, what did it say? I saw something that was beautiful. Yeah, call together archers against Babylon, all you that bend the bow, camp against and round about, let none thereof escape, recompense her. Yup, this is a beautiful scripture. Damn, this is actually beautiful. I wanna you know, come back to that, but I really want to grab that Jeremiah real quick before I go into that. Um, no, I think it's this one right here. Yeah, it is this one. It is Jeremiah 51. So I was wrong. It's Jeremiah 51. I should read this whole chapter and do camp on it because this is basically what's happening right now. So I want to go straight to the point. No, let's go up a verse. Let's go to verse 6. Jeremiah 51, verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, America, and deliver everyone his soul. Be not cut off of her iniquity, for this is a time of the Lord's vengeance. All right, and this is a beautiful scripture because I see a lot of brothers doing lesson about the day of the Lord vengeance. And it is a day of the Lord vengeance. We could see YAHAWASHI riling up nations to fulfill prophecy. He rounding up Russia to go against America. He's making America do stupid decisions against NATO, where NATO's is realizing that America is a problem and they're gonna go up against America. He's rounding up the other nation all around the world to meet in the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right. So we could see the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, is making prophecy to come to pass, so we could have vengeance against these nations for what they had done to Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and American. And we're seeing that happening. For this is the time of the Lord's Yahweh, BAHASHAM Yahushai vengeance. He will render unto her, America, a recompense. What is that recompense? A nuke, a desolate thermonuclear missile. And he's gonna destroy this land utterly for his all abominable works. Verse 7. Babylon, America, have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, Yahweh hand, Yahweh Bashemashai hand, and made all the earth drunken. Strange philosophy. The nation have drunken her wine, therefore the nations are mad. All right, so the nations had believed in American philosophy. These nations have believed in the peace, democratic speeches. They believed in it, and they realize it's wrong. So now they're all mad at America. They're all getting angry. Now, right now, you don't see it. They're listening to America. They doing this, but over time, they're realizing that they're gonna realize that America has been the real reason of wars, the real reason of conflict. That's why Scripture says in the book of Jeremiah 51, going all the way down, this says what? I'm against the old destroying mountain. And these nations are going to have that same mentality. They're going to realize that America is a destroying nation that causes war 24/7. And if you want to stop war, you got to stop America. How you stop America? You hit it with nukes. Russia's getting riled up. These other nations getting riled up. We're coming into that time where prophecy is about to be fulfilled. It is the day of the Lord vengeance against America. All right, so let's read this again. Jeremiah 51, verse 7. Babylon had been the golden cup in the Lord's hand, Yahweh Bashemashai hand, that made all the earth drunken. The strange philosophy, they have all drinking the philosophy of sodomy, pedophilia, all that stuff. They drunken it. All right, the nation have drunken her wine, therefore the nation are mad because they realize this wine that they have been given was wrong. It was just a delusion. All right, and they're mad. Or you could say figuratively and literally. Figuratively, they're mad as, they're going insane. They're doing crazy stuff. And mad as they're realizing that this thing is not good for them and they want revenge. All right, going back to the Revelation chapter 17, where what? The beast shall hate the whore. Continue on, verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed by what? By nukes. How for her? Take bombs for her. If so, she may be healed. All right. They're gonna cry and they're gonna soul, but it's metaphorically talking that it's not going to be healed. Verse 9. We would have healed America, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go, everyone, unto his own country. For her judgment reached unto heaven and is filled up even to the skies. And that's basically what's happening. America, judgment, wickedness have reached unto heaven. Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI doesn't like it, and he's going to kill it. He's going to destroy it. He doesn't care what anybody say. You could cry, you could mourn, you could fast for a month, and Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is still not going to change his mind of destroying America. Because this place was Israel captive. This was our captivity. This was the place where it spread strange philosophies and everybody's getting out of order. This place is going to be fulfilled. Verse 10, the Lord Yahawah have brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the works of the Lord Yahawah, our power. Verse 11, make bright the arrows, gather the shield. The Lord have raised up the spirit of the king of the Medes. And that's happening right now. All right, Russia is actually the reason why, according to the video of Canadian Prepper, the reason why Russia sent the drones to Poland was to test the waters to see if what would NATO do. All right, and Russia did purposely shot those drones in Poland land for attack, and so far NATO did nothing. All right. And NATO, the only thing NATO did was just activate Article 4 and proceeded not to Article 5. And Russia sees that NATO don't want to fight. They see a weakness here. So what do you think Russia's going to start doing? Russia's going to start retaliating and start punching back. And NATO is not going to like that. So they're going to start punching back through Ukraine and sending troops through Ukraine. And then it's going to get worse and worse. But the fact I'm trying to say is that Russia is getting riled up. You see Russia start attacking NATO. It seems little, but it's going to get larger day by day. All right, because we're in 2025, and now we're in a time where there's civil war happening in other nations. There's upwars against other nations. Poland is damn near getting more troops and more weapons and getting nuclear capability jets in their airspace so they could go to war in preparation to go to war against Russia. It's getting worse day by day. And who is the one that's going to be leader of all that? Russia. They're going to be the one that's going to be going to war against NATO, against America. All right. And who have done that? Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. What does the scripture say? The Lord Yahawah have raised up the spirit of the king of the Medes. Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI have raised up the spirit of Putin to go to war against against America. Why? For his devices against America to destroy it. Because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, the vengeance of his temple. This is his vengeance. This is basically his payback time for what America have done to its beloved people and to the other nations. Because these other nations, they're going to get utterly destroyed too in World War III. But who's going to be destroyed utterly the most? America. Because it's never going to be raised up again. Verse 12. Set up a standard upon the walls of America. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes for the Lord. Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI have both devised and done that which he spake. What the hell? What was that? You said, I don't know. That was stupid. That's just Satan. Going back, Jeremiah 51 verse 12. Set up a standard upon the walls of Babylon, of America. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes for the Lord. Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI have both devised and done that which he spake against inhabitants of America. So basically, it's a metaphorical talking, saying that, watch carefully and see, because Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is setting up America's downfall. And we're seeing it happening as we speak. We're seeing it happening in front of our faces. These NATO alliance is pale. The fact that Poland got attacked and America did not go and protect them. America did not activate Article 5, and this happened twice. The first time, it was an accident. You could see this. But this time, it was a clear attack. and America didn't activate Article 5, these NATO alliances are going to realize that NATO was a liar. I said NATO was a liar. They're going to realize that America was a liar, and America is not going to protect them. And it's clearly evident because America is the one that caused the war against Russia and making Russia mad, and then they're sending their friends into war so they could all die, and America could sit back and do nothing. Look, man, these NATO alliances, they're going to realize that America was full of crap, and they're going to go up against America. The beast shall hate the war. These NATO alliances are going to hate America. The prophecy is going to be fulfilled no matter what. So let's go to the scripture I wanted to grab, Jeremiah 50. Let's go to verse 29. Call together the archers, all right? And NATO alliance, there's a lot of NATO nations that has nukes. All right, the archers metaphor talking about the ICBMs, or the capable jets, all right, that could shoot nukes. It says calls together the archers against America. So these NATO alliance and Russia, basically all the countries, they're gonna round up their nukes against America. All you that bend the bow, camp against it roundabouts. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her works. What is America works? Wickedness, so you retrieve it back to her. Was that America causing wars against other nations and causing other nations to be destroyed? Yes, so do the same thing right back to her. According to all that she hath done, do unto her. For she hath been proud against Lord Yahawah, against the Holy One of Israel. Verse 30, therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, are Jacob trouble, and all her men of war shall be cut off, and that day, said the Lord YAHAWASHI. In World War 3, all the men's gonna fell. They're gonna become as women because America have been destroyed. Basically, within World War 3, all those men, troops, all those armies that you be seeing in commercials, they're gonna be crying in World War 3. Verse 31, behold, I'm against thee, O thou art most proud. That's America. America's the most proudest nation. Talk about we got the best military power, we got the best economy, they glaze themselves every single day. There's not one day you're not going to infographic show and you're not hearing them talk about how America's the greatest nation on the planet. Not one day. You're not gonna hear them stop glazing America. And that's how America think of themselves. They think of themselves as the best nation on the planet. But it says what? Behold, I'm against the all most proud. All right, who's the most proud? America. Who rules America? Esau, Edom. Said the Lord Yahawah of hosts of armies. For thy day is come, for the time that I will visit thee. And we're seeing that day as we speak. Why do you think we're seeing UFOs? Those UFOs are actually called the chariot of the Yahawah. Those are chariots. Those chariots are here so you could visit America, so you could fuck this place up. All right, verse 32. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up, Esau, Edom. And I will kindle a fire in his cities. And what's his city? America. And shall devour all round about him. Verse 33. Thus said the Lord Yahawah of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. Are we not in captivity till this day? Yes, you Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latino, and American, you guys are in captivity. But your power, Yahawah, is coming to avenge you. That's why you're seeing these rumors of wars, kingdom going against kingdom, and nation going against nation. Because the Most High is bringing you back home. All right, and he's only going to save the elect because the elect is the only one that believe. You other Israelites, you guys didn't believe. Y'all continue to do wickedness. You're predestined to die here. But at the end of the day, when you reincarnate back in the kingdom of heaven, you're gonna reincarnate back in the kingdom of heaven, not in the hood or in in the ghettos. You're gonna reincarnate back in the kingdom of heaven. But going back, it says what? They refuse to let them go, and Yahawah is gonna have a pick a bone against Edom for that. All right, verse 34. Their Redeemer is strong, Yahawah. The Lord Yahawah of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. Verse 35. A sword is upon the Chaldeans, said the Lord Yahawah, and upon the inhabitants of America. Chaldeans represent Esau, Edom. Said the Lord Yahawah, upon the inhabitants of America, and upon their prince, and upon her wise men. Verse 36, a sword is upon the liars, and they shall and a sword upon the mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. All right, who are the liars? America. They're all liars. Everybody knows the political party are liars. Everybody knows the people that's there's people above the political party that we see. They're all liars. America cannot fly without two wings. All right, they're all liars. It says this, and they shall dot, and a sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. The mighty men within America, they're going to be destroyed. Verse 37, the sword is upon their horse, and upon their chariots, and upon their mingled people that are in the midst of her, and they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. And it's going to come to pass where everything's going to be stripped away from America. All right, their chariots, the horses, basically their weaponry is going to be destroyed, taken away from her. America is going to be destroyed. This is the vengeance of the Lord YAHAWASHI. We're entering a time where YAHAWASHI is going to raise these nations up. He's going to fulfill prophecy. The beast shall hate the whore. All right, Russia's going to be going to war against America, and it's going to all lead up into America downfall. It's all leading up to America downfall. It's bad, you know, and it's all prophecy. It's all according to the will of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. All right, I don't know what I'm gonna title this lesson. I don't know. It is what it is. See what the spirit is. I'm gonna just type anything. All right, because this is gonna come to pass. We're gonna see this very soon. But that's all I want to get into today and lose edified by this lesson. I do want to give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH for giving the opportunity to do this lesson. I do want to give double honor to the elders and Apostle GREATMILLSTONE for teaching the truth by using precept upon precepts and line upon line. Shalom.